Hello, and welcome to the Texas State Aid and Culture Museum. Obviously, you should know who I am by now. We are going to be doing another distance learning video. This one's going to be more of fun and entertainment rather than education. We've done a lot of them already, so we feel here that we're going to do some entertainment for the sake of entertainment. We are going to mix in a little bit of education, going between the difference between jungle knives and blades. What we're going to be doing is, well, going into bamboo. Bamboo is primarily found in the Asian territories. It has so many usefulness, the variety of things you can do with it. Obviously, the one more thing that you would probably know about bamboo and its relativeness is pandas eat it. They just find it good, nutritious for them. But bamboo for humans has a wide range of usefulness, such as building huts, houses, boats, rafts. You can cut down thin enough to release the fibers in order to make rope. Reeds for collecting water, breathing, snorkels for snorkeling. The reason why it's so useful is because of its dexterity, the way how strong it is. You see that this is a pretty thick piece of bamboo right there. So pieces like this are what is used for construction or tools or boats of the sort. And the reason why it's used for boats is just because like regular wood, it's buoyant, can float in water, so it's pretty great. Now, pretty sure y'all remember my katana that I like to use here at the museum. Why are katanas useful with bamboo? Well, it's not a jungle blade. Can't really be used too much like that, or you'd end up actually dulling the blade a little bit. But if you are in a jungle, bamboo heavy ecosystem, and you're out there in the wilderness, having your samurai sword would be good for cutting. Now, when the bamboo is the samurai sword is finished being made, the master samurai will take it and test it on either a bale of hay or bamboo, and the cleanness of the cut from the samurai sword will determine whether or not it's ready to be used by samurai all around. Next, in a few moments, we're going to have Richard come and talk to you on the difference between jungle knives and blades. Stay tuned.
So one of the first things we get asked at here, anytime we do any kind of weapons demonstration, is what's the difference between swords and knives? And the short version of the story, not an exact answer, but close enough for most purposes, is that a knife isn't going to have one of these big hand guards that protects your hand in combat from either sliding up the blade when you're swinging it, or from the blades clashing, grappling, and then coming down and hitting your hand. Swords have those, almost always. Some katanas do, some don't. A couple other variations do and don't. But almost all of them have a handguard of some kind. And they have a rounded pommel like this, so that your hand doesn't slide off while you're swinging about. This is a Philippines Kris sword. And this isn't actually a true sword. You'd use this for combat. This would be for fighting somebody, just like a katana would. The other two blades out here, they're also from the Philippines. There's a quirk of where our donors are that donated these blades to us. This is a Philippines Golok, which is a true knife. You can see it doesn't have the grip here. It does have a pommel, and that is to protect your hand from sliding off backwards when it cuts bamboo, gets stuck in bamboo, and doesn't come out. Okay, it could be a bunch of other things. You could use this to cut anything, but really it's for keeping it from getting stuck when you get in bamboo, because bamboo is that thick. The other important characteristic to this Golok is that there's really two ways that you can cut something. You can either have something that is really razor sharp, or you can have something that's really nice and thick, like a meat cleaver or a guillotine. This is more on the meat cleaver guillotine side of things. It's actually really not that sharp against my hand. You go to cut something with it, it'll cut. But you have to bring your arm up like this and drop it. You don't swing it like you would a sword. The other blade we're going to show off, which is a Penang. Let's do the next one. This is razor sharp. Still got a little bit of weight to it, but this is mainly sharpness that's going to get it through things. Go through vines, bamboo. You could use it to cut up a meal, things like that. And almost anybody back, a couple centuries ago, But even now in rural areas, almost anybody living in the jungle parts of the Philippines and Indonesia, the rural areas, is going to carry some kind of knife with them for getting through the forest, getting through bamboo, getting things like that out of their way. And I guess on that subject, we're going to go cut some bamboo.
And remember, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this should only be done by trained professionals and experts such as Richard and I. We have 3 pieces of dry bamboo, 3 pieces of green, fresh cut bamboo from my bamboo trees out here. So remember, this is just for fun entertainment. There's no guarantee we're going to be truly successful out here. We're also trying to be safe and not be in an actual where we got ourselves in a jungle setting. But without further ado, please do enjoy this, and I hope you all have fun. Again, this was just for entertainment, so please also do not try this at home. Mine is, the Golang that I was using is slightly a little bit more dull than what Richard was using. You also saw me try to do different techniques where I was just trying to whack at it. When these are a little bit more sharper, obviously in the jungle, against green bamboo, it would cut a bit easier. Dry bamboo, it's already solidified and hardened. Those fibers are hard to cut. So that's where we had a little bit easier time. But with weapons like these, or tools like these, when you grab on, trying to cut off the excess branches, those little stems, those nubs that are popping out, that's what this would be used for. Unfortunately, I couldn't use my katana to cut and demonstrate. The hilt's a little damaged, and I wasn't able to properly use it for safety reasons. We tried field testing it, it just wasn't happening. But again, thank you for joining us today. Hope y'all learned, hope y'all got to have some fun seeing us just whack out a couple of things with some of our weapons that are used over there in the Asian continents and islands. So thank you very much. Hope you all have a great day. Thank you.